Imagine this. You're out, perhaps enjoying a quiet coffee, or maybe just walking down the street. Then you feel it, that distinct buzz in your pocket or against your leg. You instinctively reach for your phone, pull it out, and nothing. No new message, no missed call, no notification whatsoever. It didn't vibrate. You just thought it did. Sound familiar? Congratulations. You've experienced the phantom phone vibration, a widespread yet rarely discussed phenomenon that has silently infiltrated modern life, blurring the lines between reality and perception for millions. To truly understand the phantom phone vibration, we need to peel back the layers of our modern existence, which are now inextricably linked to our digital devices. This isn't just some quirky tick. It's a profound, almost sociological phenomenon affecting an astonishing number of people. Studies from universities worldwide, including a notable one from Indiana University, suggest that as many as 80% of smartphone users have experienced these illusory buzzes. Think about that for a moment. 4 out of 5 people you know have felt their phone vibrate when it didn't. This isn't a glitch in the matrix, it's a glitch in us. These phantom sensations are often dismissed as trivial, a minor annoyance, or even a humorous anecdote. Yet they reveal something far more significant about our relationship with technology, our perception, and the insidious ways our brains are adapting to a constant state of digital readiness. We live in an always-on culture, where the expectation of instant communication is not just prevalent, but utterly dominant. Every email, every text, every social media ping represents a potential connection, an urgent demand, or even a simple piece of information. Our phones aren't just tools. They're extensions of our identity, gateways to our social lives, and often critical components of our professional responsibilities. This pervasive integration creates a fertile ground for what researchers term techno-stress. Our minds are perpetually primed, anticipating the next digital interaction, and this heightened state of alert can manifest in peculiar ways. Now let's delve into the mechanics. What exactly is happening in our brains and bodies when we experience a phantom vibration? It's not just a figment of a hyperactive imagination. There's a complex interplay of psychological and physiological factors at play. One prominent theory points to a phenomenon known as a conditioned response. Think of Pavlov's dogs. They learn to associate the sound of a bell with food, eventually salivating at the mere sound, even without food present. Similarly, we've conditioned ourselves to associate a specific tactile sensation, the vibration, with a corresponding stimulus, like a message or a call. Our brains create strong neural pathways between the feeling of a vibrator motor engaging and the satisfaction of receiving new information. Over time, this conditioning becomes so ingrained that our sensory system can misinterpret other faint sensations against our skin or clothing as the familiar buzz. A gentle rustle of fabric, a slight shift in posture, even muscle twitches can be reinterpreted by an overeager brain, primed to detect that specific signal. Our brains are essentially being tricked, filling in the blanks. They expect a vibration, and so they perceive one, even when it isn't physically there. This ties into the expectancy theory of perception, which posits that our current expectations can heavily influence what we perceive. If you're constantly expecting your phone to buzz, your brain is actively looking for that sensation, lowering the threshold for what it considers a true vibration. It's like staring intently at a door, expecting someone to knock. Every creak or shadow becomes a potential sign. Furthermore, researchers have explored the role of psychological arousal and anxiety. Individuals with higher levels of stress or anxiety, or those who feel a greater pressure to be constantly available, report experiencing phantom vibrations more frequently. This makes perfect sense. An activated nervous system is inherently more prone to misinterpreting sensory input. The stakes feel higher, the need for vigilance increases, and our bodies respond by becoming hypersensitive. It's also worth noting that the frequency of checking your phone plays a significant role. The more you check, the more entrenched the habit becomes, reinforcing the conditioned response. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. You check, expect a buzz, perceive a buzz, check again, and so on. So, what are the broader implications of this widespread, yet largely unacknowledged phenomenon? Beyond being a mild annoyance, these phantom vibrations highlight a deeper dependency on our devices. They are a subtle symptom of how technology has fundamentally rewired our brains and our social interactions. Consider the impact on attention and focus. Every time we feel a phantom buzz, it breaks our concentration, pulls us away from the task at hand, and encourages us to engage with our devices, even when there's no actual reason to. This constant state of interrupted focus can lead to reduced productivity, increased mental fatigue, and a diminished ability to engage deeply with non-digital activities. Anecdotally, people describe reaching for their phone during important meetings, while driving, or even in the middle of conversations, only to be met with the blank screen. It's an involuntary action, almost a reflex, demonstrating the incredible power these devices hold over us. In fact, some studies have linked increased rates of phantom vibrations to higher levels of phone addiction or nomophobia, the fear of being without a mobile phone. It's a physical manifestation of a psychological craving, a sensory hallucination born from our reliance. Some theorize that our brains are treating our phones almost like a limb or an extension of our body. Just as we have proprioception, the sense of our body's position, we might be developing a form of teleproprioception, a digital sixth sense that constantly monitors our device. When that sense is triggered incorrectly, we feel the phantom. This isn't just a quirky byproduct of modern life. It's a subtle yet pervasive indicator of a paradigm shift in human experience. We are, undeniably, in a new era of digital immersion, and our bodies and minds are struggling to keep up, creating these strange, almost surreal interactions with our environment. To this day, the phantom phone vibration remains a largely unaddressed consequence of our digital age. It's a testament to the profound, often unconscious way our technology has integrated itself into our very being. It's a peculiar, almost ghostly sensation, reminding us that even in silence, the presence of our devices looms large. Are these phantom buzzes a benign quirk or a warning sign? Are they merely a harmless byproduct of convenience, or a subtle erosion of our attention spans and our ability to truly disconnect? Perhaps they serve as a constant, vibrating reminder of the invisible threads that now bind us to the digital world, a world that demands our attention, our presence, and often our very thoughts. The next time you feel that elusive buzz and reach for nothing, take a moment. What does that momentary illusion tell you about your own relationship with your device? What does it tell you about the future of human technology interaction? If you're compelled by the mysteries of the mind and the strange ways technology shapes our reality, then the next video will delve into the phenomenon of sleep paralysis and the terrifying figures that haunt the edges of consciousness. Don't miss it.